And the reason why we're not coming back is because we've checked about 50 in a row now, and we haven't found even one defect. Right? Not even one. So they completely canceled customer inspections, and they trust us enough that when we say it's ready, they just send people to pick it up, and they hop in it and drive it. And usually within 10 hours from the time they pick it up, it's hauling a train somewhere. The way we did that is we learned a lot from the data that we collect and prep to ship, and we learned a lot from the data that we collect from them when they come and do the inspections. Something that helped us a lot is there's things that the corporations put in the contracts that are important to them from a liability standpoint, right? But then there's other things that are important to the users of the product, right? That the people at corporate don't have any idea, because probably the people writing the contracts, they've never even ridden in a locomotive before, right? So we have the guys come that actually spend 12 hours of their day, 5 or 6 days a week in the locomotive, and they're able to tell us what's really important to them. And that's a CTP. Whether it's written in a contract or not, if our customer tells us it's important, it's important. And so, to not spend too terribly much more time on this, I'll just wrap up. The way we control quality in the plant, right, is first we understand what is important to our customer. And then we understand how do we set up our manufacturing processes to be statistically capable of meeting our customer demand time after time after time, no matter whether it's me or whoever's working at the station. Every time we just kick out the same product time after time again, right? So the way we do that is we learn from the customer, we learn from ourselves, and we set up our processes and we set up our systems to catch defects at the source, right? That is really the message that I would like you guys to know, is that when you get into, maybe some of you guys already working in manufacturing, and you're setting up a new process, or you're working on a project to improve a current process, if you look at the process and you realize that you're catching defects down the line, that should be your first cue to say, I gotta do something different, right? I gotta move quality back up the line to the source. I gotta figure out exactly who's making these defects. Why are they making the defects? Is it because I didn't explain to them the right way? I didn't give them a good manufacturing instruction? Maybe I didn't provide ample tools. Maybe the parts have too much variation and they don't fit together the same way. There's a lot of reasons. The majority of the time, the reason isn't because somebody just wants to do it wrong. It's because we haven't given them the right process to do it. So it's about understanding your customer and then making your processes capable of meeting those customer demands. So before I move on to Six Sigma for a few minutes, any questions about controlling manufacturing on the floor that I can answer for you guys? Yes, sir.
So I would imagine when you're training these individuals and subgroups, do you like it when you cross-train them, or does that provide more opportunity for them to screw up and you have to fix themselves?
Well, that's a good question, because when we move people from station to station, it does give more opportunity for defects, but not having the ability